Yes, me. You leave What's this? What the fuck is Deceit? It's a particularly interesting situation we're in at the moment, isn't it? Like, I want to leave my house more than I ever have before, but I'm actually pretty happy that I've been forced to become more acquainted with my PC. I've already played everything I've got to death, and it's got me hounding the free-to-play area of Steam like a crackhead looking for the next good rock. Yeah, there's nothing really quite like clicking on a game and seeing it get added to your library without going through your credit card details. But honestly, my opinion on free-to-play games is, well, mixed. I mean, on the one hand, you get great free games that anyone can enjoy, but on the other, you get microtransactions, shit quality control, bare bones money grabs, etc., etc. But when that free game is good, it could change the world. Nothing really beats free 99 as a price for entry, and when a game is available to that kind of audience, it can really always perpetually be on the tip of everyone's tongue. Look at Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite. A good rule of thumb on the internet is to judge a game's popularity through meme frequency. The more memes you see of it, the more in the public zeitgeist it is. When it comes to the games I just mentioned, you could barely go more than a couple minutes surfing the web before you hear about any of them. But what if that's damaging to other free-to-play games? Maybe people are becoming accustomed to the quality of those games and aren't exactly willing to consider games with maybe a little bit less polish, but a concept that's so interesting that if developed on, it could be revolutionary. I'm talking about a tiny little game with a big old black heart just full of razor wire and smash pumpkins called Deceit. Deceit is a horror-based FPS asynchronous multiplayer game where the main objective of the game is to just run a gauntlet with 5 other players, completing various objectives throughout the level in order to make it further through the gauntlet. It was developed by Automaton Games, I mean Baseline Games, a London-based game studio that is as mysterious as Bruce Wayne's obsession with putting kids in tights and making them fight crazy people. Seriously, I just couldn't find shit about these guys online, and maybe that's intentional since they made this creepy game about fucking around with strangers. Did I mention that, by the way? That this co-op game, and trust me, I'm really implying the heavy air quotes on this one, co-op game is really a 5-minute recreation of the second half of John Carpenter's A Thing over and over again in a multiplayer experience? Seriously, the spiciest part of this whole pina colada is that 2 out of the 6 people in your team are infected with the worst case of the cooties you've ever fucking seen, and they're trying to screw your score through sabotage and subterfuge. The infected members can sabotage quest attempts by the team, and they also have secret objectives to complete themselves, but that's all video game bullshit, right? The real cool part is the psychological aspect of the situation.
Oh wait, he downed Wait, they downed Rachel. They downed Rachel.
Nice.
Wait, what? There's 3 of them left.
I think
Why did you down Rachel?
I did down Rachel, but it didn't work.
Why?
Because I think it's him. I used
Who's
lethal
him?
injection, but somebody hadn't answered him. And it was Lisa.
It's not me.
Rachel. I said Rachel like 50 times.
We can go now if you want. One of us are in the sides.
I think it's Rachel. That's all I've been saying. Rachel. There's a name. I lethal injected Rachel, and then Lisa brought him up real fucking fast. Oh my gosh!
Infected can turn other team members on themselves, and even lead members into ambushes if they're convincing enough. If you can turn other team members against each other, you can get them voted out of the game. As soon as your character gets jump scared out of the game, you can't chat with your team, so infected sometimes kill teams in silence and leave a sole survivor shitting their pants alone for the rest of their match. It's solidly spooky stuff, and an amazing foundation for a fun multiplayer game that gets people being social and talking to each other, even if it is only to trick them into dropping their guard. It's really interesting actually how this game weirdly brings out the best and worst in people at the same time. For example, the first time I dropped into the Manor map, everyone was warm and friendly with each other, super enthused about the game and its premise, but as soon as the lights go out, there's shooting, backstabbing, accusations, and just general rapscallioning, and truth be told, it's actually fucking beautiful, my dudes. I find myself really wanting to get better at this game, if for nothing else, and to just get to fuck with strangers online. It's like a sandbox for trickery. The game is groovy, and well worth your time. And I'm not really going to go into what I would want improved in this game, because A, I want to end this video on a good note, and B, in trying to think of a joke for reason A, I realize that I'm actually pretty happy with the game as it stands. I mean, sure, it could use a wee bit, just a teeny little, tiny little baby amount of polish.
Nice fucking model!
Maybe other deceitful game modes and a bit more depth to the existing objectives would push this game right up most people's alleys. But, if nothing else, this is already a great game for people that just want to mess with other people and not be a shitty person because of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey everybody, just wanted to sincerely thank you for watching the video. I know I'm not exactly the most popular YouTube guy, so every view I get counts, and I really do appreciate every single one of you guys watching the videos that I make. I do spend some time to make these, and, you know, the appreciation is nice. If you didn't enjoy the video, then fuck you, but if you did, then I love you. Thank you. I hope you like, comment, or subscribe if you want to. Please don't do it just because I asked you. But till next time, thanks for watching again, and have a good one.